So now we're going to look at how we can use an if-then generator or an if-then question statement to determine getting different number values when the laser hits the alien. So we know that our alien switches values between 1 and 5, and we can see that happening as the game is played. So we're going to go to our alien ship. We're going to look at our code. Sorry, alien ship. Look at our code. We've already discussed how the random number generator creates different positions and allows the alien ship to move around randomly. And we've also talked about the random number generator switching to different costume numbers every 2 seconds. So again, we'll look at our costumes, and we know we have costumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each one, costume 1, coincides with the number 1. Costume 2 is number 2. Costume 3 is worth 3, costume 4 is worth 4, and costume 5 is worth 5. So the key here is knowing that each costume has a name, but it also has a number that we can easily identify what it is. So if we go back to our code, I'm going to show you how it's done, and I've simply duplicated this same piece of code 5 times, once for each number 1 through 5. So when the green flag is clicked, we start this code and it stays going in a forever because we don't know when the laser is going to hit the alien ship. So it's always looking for this collision to occur. So if touching the laser, so again, we go to sensing and we pull out touching. And again, we can pull that down and identify any different sprite we have in our game. So that gets dropped into the first part of an AND statement. So 2 things have to occur here. We have to have the laser touching the alien, and we have to know what number of costume is currently present. So we're going to pull out an AND statement. And this means we can ask 2 questions at the same time. And if they're both answering yes, then we get a result. So I would drop that into the first part of this statement. And this is going to be switched to laser. And I need to know which costume number the alien currently is. So if I go to looks and scroll down, I can pull out the tab that says costume number. Now, I also need to know that the costume number equals a certain number. So I have to go back to my operators again and pull out one of my greater than, equal to, or less than statements. And I want the equal to. So I need to know here that if the costume number is equal to 1, and that is going to be dropped into my second opening. So what I end up with there, I've just reproduced that so we can see how it is created. If I'm touching the laser, if the alien's touching the laser and the alien costume is 1, then I'm going to change my score by 1 point. And again, I've already made a variable called score. So I can drag out change my variable, switch that to score, and I drop that right in there. So that's the consequence. If this and this are true, then it will do this. It will wait 1 more second, and then it will circle back and look for it again. And it will keep looking for that collision to occur. So this chunk of code here only addresses if the alien is hit and it's costume number 1. It gives us 1 point. So I've duplicated this piece of code 4 more times. And you can duplicate a piece of code by simply clicking on it and holding down the control button. And I can duplicate that code. So I've duplicated it, and I've changed collision and costume 2 gives me 2 points. If there's a collision and costume 3, I get 3 points. And 2 more times, if there's a collision with the laser and the costume equals 4, I get 4 points. And the last one, if there's a collision with the laser and the costume number happens to be 5, I get 5 points. So you can copy from those examples. You can make your game a little bit different than what I did, but I want you to utilize the random number generator, and I want you to use an if-then statement that gives me different points depending on which costume is currently on the alien. All right, so a couple more quick shots here. Let's see how we go. There I go. I got 3 points. I missed. I got 4 points. There's another 1 point. Oh, there's a big 5-pointer. Can I get another 5-pointer? I missed. 2 points. Okay, so there's some variety in our game.